The landscape of immigration and asylum policies in the United Kingdom is undergoing significant changes. Recently, UK Home Secretary Yvette Cooper announced a stringent new approach aimed at addressing illegal migration. This announcement has sparked widespread debate about the future of asylum seekers in the UK and the broader implications of these policy shifts. As the government signals a hardline stance against illegal migrants and criminal gangs, it raises critical questions about the UK's commitment to humanitarian principles and its responsibilities under international law. Yvette Cooper's recent declaration marks a pivotal moment in the UK's immigration strategy. The Home Secretary stated that the government will begin arresting all illegal migrants within the UK and deporting them back to their countries of origin. This move is part of a broader effort to clamp down on what officials describe as a growing crisis of illegal immigration. The government aims to deter future migrants by showcasing its zero-tolerance policy toward unlawful entry. In addition to the deportation strategy, Cooper emphasised that the UK would no longer grant citizenship to individuals with criminal backgrounds or those part of criminal gangs. This approach aims to reinforce the message that illegal behaviour will not be tolerated and that the UK will prioritise the safety and security of its citizens above all else. By tightening the criteria for citizenship, the government seeks to limit the number of individuals who might exploit the asylum system for personal gain. Before we continue, if you've not already, subscribe to our channel and ring the bell for upcoming updates. One of the most significant concerns regarding this new policy is its potential impact on genuine asylum seekers. The UK has long been viewed as a safe haven for individuals fleeing persecution, war, and violence. However, with the introduction of stricter measures against illegal migrants, there is a fear that those in genuine need of protection may be deterred from seeking asylum in the UK. Asylum seekers often come from countries where they face severe threats to their safety and well-being. The prospect of being arrested and deported can discourage vulnerable individuals from applying for asylum, forcing them to remain in dangerous situations. Critics argue that this approach undermines the UK's humanitarian commitments and could lead to a decline in the number of individuals receiving the protection they desperately need. The announcement raises important legal and ethical questions regarding the treatment of asylum seekers. Under international law, particularly the 1951 Refugee Convention, individuals have the right to seek asylum in a foreign country if they can demonstrate a well-founded fear of persecution. The UK is a signatory to this convention and is obligated to uphold these principles. By implementing measures that effectively criminalise illegal entry and limit asylum applications, the UK risks violating its international commitments. Legal experts and human rights advocates warn that these policies may lead to challenges in court, as individuals seek to assert their rights under both domestic and international law. The potential for legal battles could strain the already overwhelmed judicial system and create further complications in the immigration process. The public's response to the new policies has been mixed. Some segments of the population support the government's hardline stance, viewing it as a necessary measure to protect national security and reduce the strain on public services. There is a prevailing sentiment among certain voters that illegal migration leads to increased crime and social instability, which the government aims to address. Conversely, there is a significant portion of the population that views these measures as draconian and inhumane. Advocacy groups, legal experts, and humanitarian organisations have voiced strong opposition, arguing that the government's approach is motivated by political expediency rather than a genuine concern for public safety. The backlash against these policies could lead to increased scrutiny of the government's immigration agenda, particularly as the country heads into future elections. Another critical aspect of the discussion surrounding asylum seekers in the UK is the economic impact of these policies. Asylum seekers often contribute to the economy in various ways, from filling labour shortages to enriching cultural diversity. The government's crackdown on illegal migrants may lead to a labour shortage in certain sectors, particularly those that rely on migrant workers. Moreover, the deportation of individuals who may have been contributing positively to society could have detrimental effects on local economies. Critics argue that a more balanced approach that recognises the value of asylum seekers and immigrants could benefit the UK economically, while still addressing security concerns. The announcement also raises questions about the capacity of public services to handle the potential influx of deportations. The logistics of arresting and deporting illegal migrants will place additional strain on law enforcement and immigration services, which are already stretched thin. There are concerns about whether the necessary resources and infrastructure are in place to manage these operations effectively. Furthermore, the treatment of deported individuals raises ethical issues. Many asylum seekers have established lives in the UK, forming communities and building relationships. Deporting individuals who have been living in the country for extended periods can lead to family separations and social disruption, which could have lasting negative effects on communities. Given the complexities of the issue, it is essential to consider alternative approaches that could balance security concerns with humanitarian obligations. A multifaceted strategy that includes the following elements may provide a more effective solution. Streamlining the asylum application process could help reduce the backlog of cases and ensure that genuine asylum seekers receive timely protection. Investing in resources and personnel to expedite applications would demonstrate a commitment to upholding humanitarian principles while addressing security concerns. Engaging local communities in the integration of asylum seekers can foster a sense of belonging and support. Community-based programs that provide language training, job placement, and social services can help asylum seekers contribute positively to society, reducing fears of criminality and dependence on public services. Addressing the root causes of migration requires international cooperation. The UK government can work with other countries to tackle issues such as poverty, conflict, and human rights abuses that drive individuals to seek asylum. By investing in development and stability in regions of origin, the UK can help reduce the flow of asylum seekers while honouring its humanitarian obligations. A holistic approach to immigration reform that addresses both legal and illegal migration is essential. This could include creating pathways for legal migration that meet labour market needs and providing support for those who genuinely require asylum. By establishing clear and fair processes, the UK can manage immigration effectively while respecting the rights of individuals seeking safety. The announcement by Home Secretary Yvette Cooper signifies a notable shift in the UK's approach to asylum seekers and illegal migration. While the government's focus on national security and public safety is understandable, the implications of these policies raise significant humanitarian, legal, and ethical concerns. The treatment of asylum seekers should reflect the UK's commitment to international law and human rights, ensuring that individuals fleeing persecution have a safe haven. As the debate unfolds, it is crucial for policymakers to consider alternative approaches that balance security with compassion, fostering a society that values both safety and humanity. The future of asylum seekers in the UK will depend on the government's ability to navigate these complex issues while remaining true to its core values.